And the Gamecocks will try to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he goes down after a short game. That's not enough for the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon Achane and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll run it here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Crucial third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff in a single back formation. Fighting off the tackler. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. The South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed to the running back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Gamecocks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Backed up to his own end zone. The corner is now playing a couple yards off the ball. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. And he finds his target. He has the first. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, that was 4th and a mile. I'm surprised they even went for this. What in the world are they thinking? But give them all the credit in the world. They pick it up and keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds for the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
2nd down play coming up. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He fires it. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now. And the Gamecocks come up to the line in a hurry-up.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Second down, looking to throw it. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
But to pick up the third and short through the air. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Bringing it out, it's Brooks. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it with the draw play. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. An inside give now from the shotgun. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass fall is incomplete. No time left on the 1st half clock. Minuta's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this deep to begin the 2nd half. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. He pulls in the catch. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
He's going to take off here. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Strong game by this quarterback. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. They gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. You'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision and giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw through. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
It's 4th down and 4 to try to keep the drive going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down. And he
looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. They're going to run the option. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The Gamecocks have 1st and 10 here. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Here's the handoff. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing pressure. Contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And they will try out the field goal team here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will tie the game here. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Remember, that last possession went for it on 4th down and got stopped, ended up costing them a field goal. The pass rush closing in. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The offense really clicking here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there in 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the...
Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
Of course, a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And here's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They'll try the right here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Touchdown, A&M. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brooks. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. And now they run the draw play. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Getting set. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And it's caught. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved in run support and make the tackle. Great play.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
He shreds the tackle.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. And the Gamecocks will crank up the tempo. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's running out of time here. And a senior making a disruptive impact play. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Yeah, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
And there's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop right at the line. And Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining. Important second down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they